A fellow at work, he had two comments that I'm paraphrasing, but basically his position is that weed, cannabis, is addictive. I'm trying to think. Like I didn't say anything to him about him because I didn't know how I don't know how to deal with that yet. Saying something at a position where you don't know what to say. That's kind of a little dangerous. Can be, I think. A little self-destructive. I don't want to get in that kind of situation where I got to think entirely on my feet of some high concept thing or like understanding something and not really knowing about it. There's a little tangent right there. These crickets are so loud. Came back from work and it's like it's summer. It wasn't quite summer when I left. Right. Is weed addictive? How do you put that into words? I don't feel it is. I feel it's habit forming for me. Habit, routine. I find it plays a lot of different roles. If I'm somewhere, new places and new people in quantities really stress me out. I still want the experience. And I find if I can step away from the situation and smoke a lefty, it'll put me in a fresher mind space. It'll just relax, just take a second. Certain times of day, it makes certain things that are relaxing even more relaxing. Gives you a different kind of perspective. I was thinking, Colin and I were talking about this tonight. What about an addiction is something that you're trying to stop? I think currently, with where my mind is at, unless something drastic changes, I hope every day I get to smoke weed. I look in the rearview mirror and the days are better when I get to smoke it. It's a better day. That's not an addiction. Something doesn't make your day better if it's an addiction. I think it's in the same vein, maybe in the same family, as sports and other social activities. They're positive, and your life is better with them in it. Because you want to do a thing doesn't mean it's a negative thing. Addiction is definitely negative. Alcohol, man. I don't know if I'll say anything to my coworker. It's always so tricky. And a person kind of has to find it on their own. With some things you can really break down the steps into very clear, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm really tired too. Say you hear a term such as health insurance companies. A really common one is pharmaceutical companies. That the cure for cancer is here. It's just there's no money in selling it. If you can bring that person to the ground floor, or to make that thing that they are talking about real to them, something that they can touch, see, smell. Just for example, about the pharmaceutical companies, say a single pharmaceutical company that found a cure for cancer, which I'm sure they're going to find out that maybe, there's a lot of different kinds of cancer. That those companies are made up of tens of thousands of people that want to make the world a better place. People also want to work for money. In 2025, there's a strong moral and ethical code that right now is implicit between, I think, a lot of companies. If we need to make that code explicit, it should be like the code of a CEO. I am here to make this world a better place. That also means that I am allowed to make money, but not at the expense, the direct expense of society. Something along those lines. I mean, it's simple, but it's a reminder. That's all you can do. You can just remind people. You can put in whatever kind of codes you want to. Legislation can be diverted, eschewed, pushed aside, forgotten, ignored. Isn't it funny with weed, like looking back on it? The days without it, they would have been better with it. It's not for everybody, and it's hardly for anybody. Oh my god, what is going on here? It's been a factor that's really changed my life. Oh, the pharmaceutical company, like say a pharmaceutical company, yeah, made up of tens of thousands of people that want to make the world a better place. That's why they are there. And sometimes that does get clouded. Sometimes a person can't see the forest for the trees. You're too close to a problem or some sort of conflict of interest or something. But I don't have any specific examples. What my point is that sometimes it's not always going to be an ideal outcome. what the hell am I even talking about? That I think that those companies do more good than they do harm. And I think that whatever they do, it's with the best of intentions. Sure hope so. I mean, if there's some sort of like, yeah, I don't see a scenario where there's a boardroom or a group of executives sitting around a round table thinking how they can screw people over for money. Be a lot of, we can sell this at this price here. Should we do it? It's going to help these people. It's a real big benefit. Be a lot of people just talking through problems and wanting to do what's good with capital, but not making malicious decisions either. When you're not close to a problem, your imagination can really get, I want to say, the better of you, but it's not. It's like when you can't see the whole mediocre story, your mind will make up a really narrow, spectacular story. Yeah, typically the world is just like people doing stuff, talking to each other. That's about it. Good lord, I need to go to bed. Okay. Yeah, this didn't really end out the way I kind of was hoping. Not a good conclusion. Can't win them all. Peace.